Incoming! Don't blink! Speed of light! Don't blink! Hey! Good. To the chase! Good! Scratch! Hey! on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Think you can bully me?
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Nowhere to hide. Blink. Speed of light. Hey!
Over here. Let me amuse myself a little.
Good. Don't blink.
The sun shine no longer.
Shake it and stir. Speed of light. another target down by Outrider Amber.
Let's go.
Don't blink. Think you can bully me? Ain't having your dream. Cut to the chase.
That's everything. On to the next.
Scratch Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
You give, you receive.
Don't blink.
Yeah.
Verdict is...
Speed of light. Incoming. Hey!
That's everything. On to the next.
Don't blink.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Speed of light.
You give, you receive.
Incoming. Hey!
Don't blink! You give, you receive. Speed of light! Hey! Don't blink! Not bad, as far as... treasure is concerned.
We'll need more where that...
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials. Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about? And who might this be?
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where— That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm unsure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends. Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? Thank you. I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up— what do you mean, research? Sorry. Don't mind me. Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package? Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you— Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside. There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar-looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they—
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing—
No, they didn't look like test cards.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of—
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's called Genius Invocation TC—
Genius Invocation TCG! Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first— We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the Casket of Tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb...
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're...
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline.
I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter. Okay, fine. Paimon's curious and would like to give it a try. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause...
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get...
Understood. Traveler? Paimon? Let's go. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Welcome. Paimon, what? Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cats?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customer?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we...
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary...
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of...
Somehow Paimon doubts.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the...
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against... That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh, seriously. Games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Yeah, what kind of break is that? Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does, you know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is... Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol...
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's...
But Shuyan is destined for a far great...
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll...
deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing it.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few... Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe... Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, Victory shall... Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their move after you use a skill to attack your opponent. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their... Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. That was pretty good. But the game has only just begun. Remember? As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run... In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this... And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. Here we are, a fresh new round. And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the element. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to... Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round, this means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and element. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain... Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But never mind, let's start with the normal attack. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough... It's time to use your...
Verdict
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple... Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the... It seems like any move by Kaya is gonna cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to...
Dodge this!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered... Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use... You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just... Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to... Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, when triggered, melt increases damage. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! All right! Next up, let's learn how to use... These cards are all known as act. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your start... Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buff. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same... Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast action, simply put. You can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then. But wait. D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have... Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as... By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active... And this card isn't useful right now. So, we might as well... Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more... In this case, well... just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is... Come on, hurry up! Use it... Would you look at that? Because you have the white iron greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal one initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pot. Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting...
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say... Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on...
This will be interesting. Freeze!
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards.
Freeze!
Let's go.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mix-up.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG,
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just...
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended...
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail, it's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? All right, let's duel.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, in a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able at the same time. Your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating...
Let's go.
I want to help.
Dodge this! Dodge this!
Absorption test.
This will be interesting. Freeze! Cool it!
Let's finish this, swiftly. Where did I go?
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. I want to help.
Swirl, Mark 2!
Freeze!
Let's go.
I want to help. Stand clear!
I'm not done.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Stand clear! Need to make a okay. One character card defeated.
Let's go.
Verdict
My research has failed. I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way...
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know, but it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so
I always get a little upset when... It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire... seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience.
But what if you keep
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying and...
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you.
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
I see. So you have now grasped the rule.
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TC... Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true... sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how... Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to bet...
So, you have to win...
The duel you just played can... I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I...
Same way you can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more... Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3... But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive the... Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled...
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG... So the Casket of Tomes is actually...
Well... Actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called Caskets of Tomes.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this casket of...
All Caskets of Tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her, probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out? Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your Casket of Tomes, use it to find another player, beat...
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total.
I shall choose the final contestant he must beat in order to become an official TCG player. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the... Ah! I see you're here for your Casket of Tomes, aren't you?
So this is a Casket of Tomes.
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, who...
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, you're not wrong. But that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while. Thanks. I'll do my best.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha! It's...
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel.
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on... Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius hand? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
I can do it.
Let's go.
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably... Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally...
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt! Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent...
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your swarm. Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein...
Huh? Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy.
But the princessin. For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the one... This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleidofen...
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl has...
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by...
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore 1 step away from...
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an...
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability.
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast.
What? I shall not lose. What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Verurtelung, who even now begins... Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Dodge this! Cool it!
Get out of here!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Out of the way!
Dodge this!
This is just This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory!
Don't get frostbite.
Let's go.
Dodge this! Time for retribution!
What happened? Oz! With lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
By royal decree!
There can be no excuse, or it doesn't look good.
I can do it.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more. Casting traveler. Was even this part of your—
What a truly ingenious plot.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TC.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back!
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your fight.
Nice! Sucrose won too as well!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that to commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in
Mein Fräulein wishes to give you a Mein Fräulein.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate
Excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the—
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG.
No card game in the world has a card like that! Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official— Let's go get our prize!
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal—
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations. You... Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official... And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite... Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and... Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to Hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
There's a strange new customer in the tavern. Look! It's a
Excuse me, I am not a finch. My name is... oh dear, it seems... No, I can't quite remember mine.
Well, hey, Tubby. Don't think we've seen...
That's because it's highly unusual for me to be in Mondstadt at all.
So, how come you came all this way just to visit the Cat's Tail?
Indeed not. Although it may surprise you to learn that the reason I was sent here and if I am guessing correctly, and you are indeed the traveler, then as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation there's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole... That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel.
Wow! This'll make things much easier. But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern.
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the Cat's Tail. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like...
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was racking my brains trying to think how to get in touch with you after setting everything up. Right then, let's get started. Okay, that should do it.
Wow! Just like that?
Mm-hmm. You know, I have a feeling that we will meet again someday. Who knows when, but we will find... Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Incoming! I'll be fine. Not bad. Bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Incoming! That's everything. Not bad. That's everything. On to the next. You give, you receive.
That's everything. On to the next. You give, you receive.
I suppose this will do.
You give, you receive. Yeah. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Better than nothing.
As far as treasure is concerned. Not bad, as far as treasure. Is concerned. Speed of light. That's everything. On to the next.